Right. And everyone, welcome to today's live class of Glecta. And in today's live class, we are going to cover up the topic of. Does anybody know the topic what we are going to cover? Yeah? Yeah, you can lip sync. I mean, I can see your lip sync, or you can, of course, text, right? You can text me. Be active on text. That's what I always say. So over here, Ria says percentage. He, that is Ankita. I know that's percentage. Yes, today we are going to do percentages. Right. So over here, now before we start with percentage, let me tell you, since you guys have your exams coming up, now Glecta has started this thing of one-on-one doubt session as well. In case any one of you has any doubt anywhere, you can just call up the admin department and ask them to schedule a doubt class if you have a lot of questions to ask or if you want to go over a particular topic. So tell me one thing, guys. Is math going easy for you? Yes, tell me. Are you going good in math? Anybody facing any kind of problem in any topic? Any topic? Let me know. See, I would always say comment on the chat box so that I can keep taking math live lessons. And in those live lessons, we would be covering up those topics. I got to know algebra was the problem that you were facing. So I took up algebra in one of the classes, right? Okay, a lot of people are saying easy, they love math. All right, great, great. Yeah, Sidon says algebra. I would agree with you. So algebra is a little tricky, can get a little tricky sometimes. So I'll help you out with that. Comprehension. Darling, I'm not teaching comprehension over here. That's an English topic. So you can let your English teacher know about it. Would you want to study comprehension in the math class? Come on. All right. So these are our sessions that we have been conducting. All right. Today we are going to do percentages. But see, if in case you have missed out any session, you would have to watch the recording of that session that would be uploaded on YouTube. All right. And next live session, all the people, all these children who are present over here right now, I want to see all of you. Remember that on 19th of April as well, when we'll be doing the topic of negative numbers, right? Remember that. I'll be asking you guys questions. Ankita says I got 80% in my math exam. All right, that's very good. Nice, nice. Now, darling, aim for 100%. That would be great. No, next time Ankita would be saying that, oh, miss, I got 100% in math, right? Okay, coming to today's topic, as you guys said, that we would want to do percentages. So tell me one thing. What do you understand by the word percentages? Comment on the chat box. I've heard of pi, but I don't know how to do it. Don't worry, we'll discuss about pi. Pi is usually used in circles. All right, so first over here, I can see a lot of people have given me answer. Right, out of 100. Per means out of. The word cent means 100. So when I say 20%, what does this 20% mean? This actually denotes 20 out of 100. That's what we are doing. So we can easily convert any percentage into a fraction and fraction into a percentage. Rosaline says a number out of 100 can be converted into fraction and decimals. Absolutely correct. So over here, if I write 20%, 30%, 40%, all you got to do is write 100 in the denominator. That's it. So that's this basic concept, and that's what we'll be using. Now over here, what percentage of this shape is shaded? See, you can calculate percentage to fraction. Like if I say 20%, you would just have to do 20 out of 100. Now I'm asking you to do the opposite. This is how we convert percentages to fractions. Now, what if I want to do the opposite? I want to convert 20 out of 100 into percentage. So whenever you're converting a fraction in percentage, all you got to do is multiply by 100. So over here, you guys judge the fraction, right? If you want, you can just divide this entire line. Let me divide this. These boxes are divided in 6 parts. I'm drawing lines like these, right? So there are like these 6 parts. And if you see over here, out of 6 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, and 3. So technically 3 out of 6 parts are shaded. So 3 out of 6 is basically a half. Now a half. half means 50%. The logic over here is that we are multiplying this fraction by 100. Half of 100 is 50. So that's how I'm getting my answer as 50%. Right? Clear to everyone out there? If in case anyone has doubts, text me. I can see a lot of people have given me the correct answer. Very good. 50%. Right? Do we split them together? Darling, if you want, you can split them like I did over here. Now, if you want, you do not want to split it, you can do it that way as well. Consider the whole of the box. This is box number one, right? The first one. Then the second is box number two. The third one is box number three. Out of three boxes, 1.5 boxes are shaded, right? Like 1.5 parts of three boxes is shaded. So technically, half of it is shaded. So even without doing the splitting part that I did, you can give your answers. All right. Now, coming to the next question over here. I hope everyone is clear with this one, right? Miss, what if it was 2/6? Darling, it does not matter if it is 2/6, 1/6, 2/3, anything. If it's 2/6, first of all, of course, you can simplify it. That would become 1/3. Now, if you want to convert it in percentage, all you got to do is multiply by 100, right? So 1/3 of 100, that is approximately 33.33333 percentage, right? That's what you'd be doing over here. All right. Now Muhammad is asking me to for the screen remote control. Darling, I'm not going to let any one of you out there to control my screen. Don't worry about it. And don't even think about it. All right? You guys are very notorious. That's what I always know about you. Okay, coming to the next part. Shade 15% of this shape. Now see, first of all, what how many parts am I dividing this shape? One, two, three, four, five. Five boxes like that. One, two, three, four. I have five columns and four rows. So technically, I have a total of 20 boxes. Now, if I want to do 15% of 20, now understand this multiplication shortcut, like percentage shortcut. Whenever I'm saying you have to calculate X% of Y, right? All you gotta do is multiply these together. 15 times 20, that is just 300, right? And shift the decimal two positions in the left. That's it. So that means three boxes. That's what you're going to shade. One, two, three. No, no, no. Nobody is going to request me to access my screen. I'm not giving control to anyone. So yes, over here, we are doing shade 3 out of 20. Yeah, I can see Muhammad has given me the correct answer. Tony has given me the correct answer. Very good. All right, great. Yeah, I can see. All right, guys, you keep texting me over here and I'll see your answers on the chat box. All right, that's how I would know that you guys are giving the correct answer. All right, all right. Okay, 3 out of 20. Yes, I can see a lot of people. Now, see, as I was telling you about multiplication shortcut, the percentage shortcut, if I want to do 20% of 50, all you got to do is do 20 times 50. 2 times 5, 10, 0, 0. And shift the decimal two positions in the left. Your answer is 10. Always remember, this is a great shortcut, especially for those numbers which are ending with zeros. Like if I want to do 30% of 40, 0, 0 crossed out directly. Do it 3 times 4, 12. If I want to do, let's say, 40% of 80, 0, 0 crossed out again, 4 times 8, 32. That's my answer. Easy, right? So whenever your numbers are ending with zeros, cross them out and just multiply these. Otherwise, like we did over here, 15% of 20. I did 15 times 20, which was 300. And telling you again, shifted the decimal two positions in the left, right? So that's what you're going to do. Dear, do not request me to, don't spam me, come on, like that. Decline, decline, decline. I'm going to decline you. And if you guys keep on doing like that, accessing my screen like that, I'm sorry, I'll have to, remove you from over here then. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm reading all your texts and everything. All right, yeah. Miss, you don't multiply, then put the decimal before tens column. Right, right, Abdul, correct. So over here now coming back at percentages, like I was telling you about the shortcut over here. Why did you move the decimal point twice to the left, asks Arsh. See, Arsh, whenever we are talking about percentages, I say that we are dividing by 100, right? Whenever we divide by 100, you move the decimal two positions in the left. If I was dividing by 10, you would have moved the decimal one position in the left. Depends on how many zeros are there in your denominator. Like I said, a 10 has only one zero. So if you want to ever do 43 divided by 10, right, what would you do? You would do 4.3. Shift the decimal one position in the left, right? Similarly, if I ask you what would be 43 over 100, 100 has two zeros, right? So shift the decimal two positions in the left. So that would become 0.43 or 0.43. If I'm doing 43 over 10, write 43, shift the decimal only one position in the left. So that would be 4.3. I hope the concept of decimals is clear to everyone out there. Yes? The percentages, decimal part, right? Okay, now tell me, guys, how good are you at pie charts if I ask you about it? Do you know what are pie charts? Ankita, I can see is saying a yay. Yes, I can see a lot of people saying yay, giving me a thumbs up. You can give me a thumbs up on screen as well, not a problem. All right. So after this, I would want every one of you out there to try out this question or of pie charts over here, right? Now over here, how do we do this? First of all, divide your circle in parts, right? So how am I going to attempt this? If you see, it's 1/4, right? Whenever there is an angle of 90 degrees over here, this small rectangle denotes an angle of 90 degrees, right? So whenever we have an angle of 90 degrees, that's when we say that our circle is divided in four parts. So this is just one part out of those four. So what fraction of group chose English? That would be a quarter. Can you guys tell me what would be the percentage if I ask you? What percent of the group chose English? Text me, text me. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, yeah, all right. Okay, so over here, this 1/4 would be 25%, right? Now, if 33 out of 1 over, like 33 1/3 percentage chose mathematics, work out the angle of the mathematics sector. So over here, how do we do it? What does this 33 1 over 3% represents? 33 1/3 out of 100. Now, how do we do these kinds of questions? You just multiply it by 100, right? Over here to convert it, sorry, we divide it by 100, right? And over here on the top, if you see, I have a mixed fraction. How do we convert a mixed fraction into an improper fraction? Times these together. So you are going to do 33 times 3 plus whatever is there in the numerator and divided by the denominator, this 3. And over here, we already have 100. So when you do 33 times 3, that is 99 plus 1 over 3 times, we have a 100 in the denominator. So this is technically 100 over 3 times 100. Cross out, cross out. So the fraction that we are getting is 1/3, right? I need to work out the angle. In the center, what's the angle that we have on a circle? That is 360 degrees, right? Over here, we have an angle of 360 degrees. So I have to calculate what would be 1/3 of 360 degrees. 1/3 of 360, that would be just 120 degrees. Ignore the zero, just do 1/3 of 36. That would be 12, right? And then put a zero again. So you're going to get 120 degrees. I hope this concept for the B part is clear to all of you guys. Yes, nod. Nope. Should I explain again? All right, I'll go over it again about how we are doing it. First of all, I'm converting mixed fraction into an improper fraction. How do we do it? We multiply these two together, right? When we are converting it, multiply these two together, and I'm going to add them up then, plus 1, right? So 33 times 3, the numerator is 1. So I'm going to add a 1. And the denominator was already 3, right? So this is what we are going to have. And since it's a percentage that we have, I'm going to divide by 100. Whenever I'm dividing by something, the denominators get multiplied. So technically 33 times 3 plus 1 divided by 3 over 100. You would just multiply by 100 over here in the denominator, right? So you would do 100 over 3 times 100. Now if you see 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1, right? So 100 divided by 100, cross it out. That would be just 1. So I got 1. And that's when I did 1/3 of 360 degrees because that's the angle that we have at the center. So we are going to have 120 degrees. All right, now is it clear? Okay, everyone try the C part. How many children chose science? Come on, think of it. You would need the angle of science, right? Come on, try it, try it. Now over here, how do I calculate the angle of science, right? See, this came out to be 90 degrees for English. For mathematics, we got 120 degrees. I told you guys that the total angle that we have, that is 360 degrees. Ankita, lower your hand, lower your hand. So over here, the total angle that we are getting is 360. So the angle for science, that would be 360, take away 90 degrees, take away, and then we had 120 degrees, right? So you can do it. 360 take away 90, take away 120. You would be getting your answer as 150 degrees, right? So see, what fraction is it of the whole angle? 150 out of the total is 360, right? Now, if you see how many people are having, like how many people are there in total? There are 48 people that we have, right? That's what's given to us in the question. So I would do the 150 over 360 divided by, 150 divided by 360 times 48, because that's what we are getting, right? So over here, when we do it, times it by 48. Now do the cancellations. 0 and 0 always gets crossed out, right? Now 15 over 36. Divide both of them by 3, right? So 3 times 5 is 15 and 3 times 12 is 36. So technically you're doing 5/12 of 48. See, I'm cancelling it out by dividing them. 48 divided by 12 is 4. So 5 times 4, 20. That's the answer that I'm going to get. Right? Clear? Sorted with everyone? I don't know why I'm unable to open the chat box. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not able to reply you on chat because I'm unable to open the chat box right now. But I'll try to get it fixed right now. So, okay. Till then, moving on to the next question. Everyone ready for the next question? Yep. Okay, then. Next, after that, we have percentages again. But, okay, do you guys have your siblings in GCSEs or A levels or KS3s? Right. So, all of you know that you can book a free demo anytime. And as I said again, you can book a one-on-one live session as well. Ankita, lower your hand, lower your hand. If you do not, if you have to ask something only, then raise your hand, right? Otherwise, no. Okay, now we have the next question. Children are offered a 25% discount. Now, this is a little complicated, right? And I'm going to tell you an easy way that how we are going to attempt this question. So listen to this very carefully. Children are offered a 25% discount on the cost of an adult ticket, right? Now, I don't know what's the cost of an adult ticket. Let's say it is £10. then technically they are getting an off 25 over 100. That's a discount that I'm getting, right? So 0, 0 crossed out, and this becomes 2.5 then. Originally, the amount was £10. I am saying now I have given a discount of 2.5 pounds. So it is 7.5 pounds now, right? So this method that I'm going to tell you, this may seem a little complicated at first, but this is the method that you can say that a shortcut, a shorter way, or you can also say that you would be using it in your GCSEs as well, if you remember the method. The method is called the multiplier method. If the children are offered a discount of 25%, let's say the original cost is X pounds. I don't know what X is. I'll have to calculate that. Original amount of the cost, or the original cost is, I'm saying, X pounds. Now I'm giving a discount of 25%. If there is a discount of 25%, that means I'm paying only 75% of X, right? So I'm saying I'm paying only 75. 75% means 75 over 100 times by X. And now it's given that the child's ticket costs £30. So when you times them together, your answer would come out to be 30, right? So 75 over 100, that is just 3/4, right? Now, whenever I have to solve an algebraic equation like that, if 4 is being divided in the left side, we always follow the concept of inverse operation. Since 4 is being divided in the left, I'll multiply by 4 on the right side. 3 is being multiplied by X. I'll divide by 3 on the other side, right? So 30 divided by 3 is 10. X comes out to be 4 times 10, which is 40. That means the original ticket, adult ticket, costs £40. I need to see how much does a senior citizen pay. Now see, how much is the senior citizen paying? He's paying only 20, he's getting a discount of 20%. If he's getting a 20% discount, that means technically he's just paying 80% of whatever the price is, right? So guys, guess what would be 80% of 40? I told you guys the way of doing it quickly. 80% of 40, both of them are ending with zeros, right? So over here, you would just have to do 8 times 4. That's it. 80% of 40, that would come out to be 8 times 4, which is 32. Okay, Noor is raising the hand. Yes. Okay, Abdul is also asking something. 1 second. Let me ask to unmute you. Can you unmute yourself, Abdul? Unable to do so? 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, 5 participants have raised their hand, I can see. But I'm unable to ask you to unmute yourself. 1 second, give me a second. What's your question, by the way? Can you just write your question? I mean, not text, because I'm unable to see the text as well. You guys have doubts in this? Okay, it's all clear. Not clear? Okay. 1 second, I'm trying to get that fixed. I'm still unable to ask you guys to unmute yourself. I don't know why you're unable to unmute. 1 second. Let me retry it then. I'm not able to do that. We can have a doubt session later on as well, and then you can ask it, take a screenshot and you can ask it in the class from me. All right, that's what I can say for now. I'm so sorry I'm unable to unmute you guys. Right. Okay, Arsh is showing me something. What's written on your screen, Arsh? I can't see it. Don't get it. All right, I'll explain it to you again over here. Understand this concept once again. Suppose I'm saying that you have to pay £100 for a ticket. Now, if I say that you get a 25% discount, that means you're getting 25% of what? 100, right? So what would be 25% of 100? You would get £25, right? So that means if you were supposed to pay £100, if I'm saying that you need to get 25% discount, that means you're paying 25 pounds lesser now. So technically you're paying 75 pounds right now, isn't it? Out of 100 pounds, now you're paying 75 pounds. That's what we mean by 25% discount. That means you're paying 25% amount lesser than the original amount. All right. So now over here, we have to see that what is going to be the 25% thing that we are doing. If I'm paying, if there is a 25% discount, that means I'm technically paying 75% of the amount, right? If there is a 25% discount, I have to pay 75%, right? So 75% is what I'm paying. 75% of what? Of the amount, the ticket that costs originally, right? And the cost that I'm paying after the discount, that is given as 30 pounds, right? So that's what I need to calculate. So first of all, 75 over 100. I have simplified this fraction as 3 quarters. 3 quarters of x is 30. Remember, whenever you have a fraction, always do cross multiplication, right? So over here, if I want to shift all the numbers on the other side, cross multiply. Do 30 times 4, and since 3 has to go on the downside, so divided by 3. That's what we are going to do. This is called the method of inverse operations in algebra. 3 times x is something, right? So if I'm multiplying by x, opposite of multiplication is division. So I would divide by 3. If I'm dividing by 4, opposite of division is multiplication. So I would times by 4, right? So my answer would come out to be over here 30 divided by 3, that is 10, and 10 times 4, 40. That's the amount that I'm getting, that this is the original amount that we are supposed to pay, right? Now, if 40 pounds is the original price, right? Senior citizens are getting a 20% discount. Out of 100%, they are getting to pay 20% lesser. So 100 minus 20, that is 80. So technically now they have to pay only 80% of 40, right? So that's why we are getting 8 times 4, which is 32. Right? I hope now it is clear to you guys. Okay, Abdul is saying in the, bring it closer, darling, bring it closer. In the question, is the citizen an adult or a child? Over here, we are given about children. Children are getting 25% discount and senior citizens are getting 20% discount on an adult ticket, right? On an adult ticket. So first of all, I'm calculating what is the actual price of the adult ticket, and then accordingly, I'm seeing how much discount. I'm using that price that I have calculated. This price that we are getting, that's the cost of an adult ticket, right? Children are paying only 30 pounds. That's 75% of, that's 25% lesser of 40, right? And senior citizens are paying only 80%, or you can say 20% discount. 20% discount of on 40 pounds, right? So if I'm saying that there is a 20% discount, 100 minus 20, that is 80. So you are technically paying just 80% of the original amount. All right. Okay. Ankita is asking why. Okay. See, originally we have a 100% thing. You have to pay 100% of whatever is the amount, right? Whatever is the price. Now, if I'm saying there is a 20% discount, 20% discount means 20% of 100. 20% of 100 is 20, right? So that means you're paying 20 pounds lesser. If I'm just considering 100, you're paying 20% lesser, right? Okay. All right. Over here, see this, I told you guys that this is a complicated question. So you would have to just need a little bit of practice so that you can do it. Try it out. I'll take up this question once again in the next live lesson when I'll have the access to all your chat box as well, right? Where you would be able to speak up as well. So I'll take up this question once again of percentages. All right. Or you can ask me in the class as well. I'll explain it to you guys again. Just giving you an overview once again. All right, see if you understand it. So over here, let's say I have to pay £100 to someone. All right, if I have to pay £100 and I'm saying that, okay, if a dress costs like £100 and I'm getting a 25% discount, 25% discount means I'm getting 25% lesser. So that means 25 over 100 times 100. So over here, 25, that's what we are getting. Everyone hands down. I'm explaining it to you guys again. So focus over here. All right, everyone hands down, everyone. So over here, if I'm saying there is a 25% discount, that means I'm paying £25 lesser. So how much amount am I paying technically? 100 minus 25. That is, now I'm paying £75. Right? That's what we mean. Now I have to see 25% of something that would give me 30, right? If I'm saying children are offered a discount on the cost, 25% discount. So technically, if there is a 25% discount, that means they are paying 75% of the amount, because it's 100 minus 25 that you're going to do. Similarly, when I say senior citizens are getting a 20% discount, 20% discount means that's the value that has been lessened. What would be 100 minus 20? That would be 80, right? So that means this is the amount that you would be paying. 80% of what? Of the adult ticket. That's what you would be paying. All right. So 80% of whatever is the amount. So now over here, I'm given that if a child is paying 75% of what? Of the ticket, that costs £30. So what would you do now? 75 over 100 times something is 30. You have to see what would this be, right? So technically you can do this 75 over 100. That is 3/4. So that's how we were getting 40 over here, right? So this came out to be my original adult price. All right. This is just an overview that I have given you once again. I'll explain it to you once again in the next live class when you guys would be able to unmute yourselves and will be able to speak up so that I know what exact doubts you have and when I'll be able to see your chat box as well. All right. Okay, so that would be all for today, everyone. Right. These are the questions that we discussed about percentages. Like I told you guys that in the next class, we'll be discussing negative numbers. I'll take up this question of percentages once again. And in the next live lesson, we're going to do the negative numbers as well. So see, everybody has to study negative numbers in the next class. I'll be asking you guys questions. All right. And the videos that you have of the sessions, like I said, there have been so many sessions which you can see crossed out: 15 March, 18 March, 22 March, 25th March. All of these sessions have been uploaded on our website, on our channel, YouTube channel and everything. So these are the social media platforms. Go everyone out there, follow, share, like, subscribe, comment over there. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next live session. Many, many thanks for joining. That's all for today. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.